What's up guys, Shane Starnes here. I've got the Xiaomi 13. I've been using it now for about 60 days, and in this video we're going to cover my top 5 favorite features of the things that I love most about the Xiaomi 13. Let's go ahead and get started. This video is sponsored by Magtame. With business and leisure, I travel an awful lot, and the worst part of travel is keeping all of my devices charged and ready to use. Traditional charge cables have a tendency of getting all tangled up, and they are definitely a pain when you're trying to quickly charge your devices. Magtame eliminates cable messes with their exclusive magnetic quick tidy system. There are actually powerful magnets inside the cable itself. With just a flick of the wrist, you can tidy up and manage your cables in mere seconds. Magtame cables are super durable, supporting a pull force of up to 30 kilograms. The braided surface adds more durability, and you won't have to worry about these fraying over time. Magtame cables are super fast charging compatible and work with a range of devices including cell phones, tablets, and laptops. Magtame recently entered the crowdfunding stage. You can back this project on Kickstarter right now. I'll be sure to include links in the description where you can find out more information about Magtame and pick up one for yourself. The first thing that really stood out to me about the Xiaomi 13 is just its blazing speed and performance. This does feature the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor, which is very well optimized. This also includes LPDDR5X RAM up to 12 gigabytes, which definitely helps to improve speed and performance, especially when multitasking. Of course, this phone is very fast and snappy when opening applications from scratch and also when going from screen to screen. But I think where the performance really stands out here is with video gaming. Launching games is very fast, and no matter what game I played on this phone, I didn't notice any lag or stuttering. Overall, gaming performance was really great. The Xiaomi 13 also did a pretty good job of multitasking. I was able to open up 10 to 20 applications and go back and forth between them without any of those applications having to load from scratch, and that's thanks to the faster RAM. The second thing that I really love about the Xiaomi 13 is the stunning display. We get a 6.36-inch AMOLED FHD Plus display with a 120 Hz adaptive refresh rate. The 120 Hz, of course, makes it feel super fast when scrolling through your Twitter feed or your news feed or your Facebook feed. But what really stands out about this display is the supreme brightness. So I'm used to a very bright display on my Galaxy S23 Ultra, but the Xiaomi 13 actually bests this in brightness, reaching up to 1900 nits. Now what this meant for me is I could take this phone out on bright sunny days and watch YouTube or scroll through my Twitter feed in direct sunlight, and I didn't notice any diminishing in quality or colors when the brightness kicked in. And the vibrant, colorful display makes watching my favorite content on streaming services like Netflix and YouTube super enjoyable. Another thing that really stood out about this phone was the incredible sound that I get out of the dual Dolby Atmos speakers. Now, I don't usually blast my sound when watching TikTok or listening to music. Usually I'm using a good set of headphones, but if you ever forgot your headphones or you needed to share content with someone that's around you, having those really powerful speakers is definitely going to be helpful. And you know, maybe you're by yourself and you just want a good immersive experience. You're able to get that thanks to this incredible display and the really better than average sound coming out of the speakers on this phone. The third thing that I liked about the Xiaomi 13 is the charge speed. So this does come with a 67-watt fast charging. It actually comes with the charger in the box, which much more expensive phones don't come with the charger in the box. So I really appreciate Xiaomi for giving us the charger with the phone. You're able to actually charge this phone from 0 to 100% in as little as 35 minutes. That being said, with a much shorter charge of about 15 minutes, you can still reach over 45% charge, which is going to be plenty to get you through the rest of your day. This also includes 50-watt fast wireless charging, which is even more impressive to me than the 67-watt fast charging. This even has support for 10-watt reverse charging, so if you need to top up the charge on your earbuds, you can do that with this phone. Battery life on this phone has been pretty good considering the fact that it is a smaller handset with a 4500 milliamp hour battery. It was about middle of the road for me. I'm able to get a full day's use and still have 10 to 20% battery left at the end of the night. There were occasions on heavier use days where I did run out of battery before I put my phone on the charger at the end of the day. You can expect screen on times of about 4 to 6 hours with this phone depending on your usage, and overall I think it's pretty decent battery life for the Xiaomi 13. The fourth thing that really stood out to me about the Xiaomi 13 is the design. I actually really like the design language of this phone. It's very iPhone reminiscent with the flat edges. You get Gorilla Glass 5 on the front and glass on the back. It does have 2.5D glass build on the back, which just means that the back glass is slightly curved. That little bit of tapering definitely helps the phone to feel easier to hold in the hand, and I personally like the smaller form factor. I'm used to the Galaxy S23 Ultra. I think this feels really good in the hand. It's light, just easier to get a hold of, easier to access all of the elements on the screen one-handed. That I actually really like about this phone. There again, very iPhone-esque, very iPhone reminiscent. So if you're into that kind of design language, then you're definitely going to be happy with the design on the Xiaomi 13. The fifth standout feature here has to be the camera setup. You get a 50 megapixel main shooter and even a 3.5 by optical zoom telephoto lens with an additional ultra wide lens. The best photos taken by this camera were definitely taken in well lit conditions, so on bright sunny days or in well lit rooms. Low light photography was also decent and usable as well, and it definitely benefited from the nighttime mode, which added some increased brightness to those photos. The cameras definitely benefit from the Leica partnership. You've got two modes for shooting here, the Leica Authentic look and the Leica Vibrant look. Both of these add a different unique flair to images captured. I personally prefer the Leica Vibrant mode in the photos. I just think they add a bit of pop when it comes to color and saturation. If you want more of a natural look, then of course the Leica Authentic would be the mode that you would want to shoot in. I also really like the inclusion of the 3.2 by optical zoom. Photos taken up to that 3.2 by zoom definitely look better than digitally zoomed in photos. While the camera here doesn't exactly match the performance of pro models like the Xiaomi 13 Pro or the Galaxy S23 Ultra, you're still going to get very usable images that look great on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Overall, if you're looking for a compact phone but you don't want to sacrifice performance, then the Xiaomi 13 may be a great option for you. I'll be sure to include links in the description of where you can find out more about the Xiaomi 13. That about wraps it up for this video. Thanks guys for watching. Be blessed. I'll see you in the next one.